Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey guys, all right, we need your help. So we are very close to 3,000 subscribers. We're averaging about 100,000 views a week, and we've got about 2,800 subscribers. So if you guys could hit the subscribe button for us, we would greatly appreciate it, and it would really help us in moving these projects along and our channel. So if you could do that for us, we'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you, and on to the video.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Saturday. I believe it's July 12th. And we are back on our 1958 Chevy Apache. As you guys can see, we went ahead and pulled the doors off this morning. You'll see that here in a second. I videoed all that for you. Now, talking to my dad, Big Ron, decisions have to be made on this. And originally, I filmed an intro this morning before we pulled the doors off, talking about how we were going to metal condition and prime this tomorrow. That might not be a thing. And the reason for that is he wants, while it's still bare metal, to go ahead and all metal right here and then up in here. Get all this skimmed. That way we're not putting primer over something. We're just going to grind right back off, right? So we're going to start on the inside here. Get these done. We're going to first start with metal conditioning right here. Just those two spots we're going to all metal. And then from there, we will figure out where we're going from there. But for starters, we'll do that. And then there's a chance that tomorrow or the next day we could be priming the interior of the truck. And then the next thing is to come out here, try to fix some of this stuff. These areas we welded the patch panels in, like right in here. We need to get a skim coat across that, right? All the way basically across the bottom. Anywhere we've welded on this, these kind of things, here, there. Got to get some all metal on the cab corner areas and down through there and all that. We got to dial that in a little bit better. So not so much in the way of grinding or anything like that, but in the way of we need to spread some all metal on it, which is basically a metal body filler. That's what it is, and that's your base. And then you prime over that, and then you build off of that with body filler and things of that nature. So different fillers and whatnot. So that's what we're going to be doing. I wouldn't be shocked if this gets all metal today. That could happen. We're going to just start. The whole point here is just to start. I had a completely different plan than what my dad did. He's the body man, so I'm not about to go against him on any of that. So, see where we get. It would be nice to get the inside of the cab primed and the dash, tomorrow or something like that. That would be great. Mix up a little primer and just get this shot and kind of get where we need to get here. And then from there, I would also prime all of this down through here. We'll probably clean this up a little better here. Same on the other side. Spread a little all metal. Get these areas looking really good, and then move forward. Now, the flip side of this is the truck's going to start looking like something, which means bodywork starts today. Mark it on your calendar. 1958 Chevy Apache bodywork starts on July 12th. So that's exciting. There's work to be done, but it's not terrible. And at this point, I think the hardest part of this is just starting. Getting Big Ron out of vacation mode and back into car mode, which he's coming along, and getting this, rolling here. I think once we start, then we're going to be cooking. But this is going to give me a lot more content for the next 2 weeks than I thought I was going to have for you. So that's a positive as well. So that's what we're doing. Big Ron's in there getting dressed, and once he gets out here, we'll start metal conditioning and spreading all metal and doing all the things. So stay tuned for that. The doors are going to wait a minute. Right now, I think we're just going to focus right here. Just getting this to where it's ready so we can prime it and we don't have to go back and, you know, grind 90% of the primer off, because everywhere we welded, which is like almost the whole truck, you know, we'll have to put some material, and we don't want to do that twice. So yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe to our video. That'd be amazing. And there's a whole lot of stuff that's going to happen from this point, I can tell you that. I for some reason, I managed to put us a little ahead of schedule. I don't think he planned on priming this yet, but mainly that was because we had all the things that needed to be sandblasted and bowered and all that stuff to get all this rust and paint off. But now that it's off and everything, I've been grinding and getting all these areas prepped and ready over the past, you know, 3 weeks. Well, the truck's farther along than I think he actually anticipated. So yeah, I may have done a good thing, guys. I may have done a good thing. So it's rare, but I think it might have happened. So hopefully by the end of, you know, the next couple days, we'll have a lot of, you won't be seeing this kind of stuff. And this stuff. This will all be skimmed, and it'll start smoothing out and looking like something. We can start getting some of these pieces made and welded in and all that kind of stuff. And maybe some primer on the inside, see where that goes. And, you know, work on getting this whole thing primed here, hopefully. I want this primed. I don't give a shit how we do it, before Louisville. So that's the goal. So as long as that happens, I'm happy with it. You know, that's where we're at. So bear with us. We're all over it. Here's your daily Volkswagen Thing content. Thought you guys might appreciate this guy out in the sun. Just looking all pretty. If you're going to the Sierra Nationals in Louisville, first weekend of August, check us out. We'll be in front of the somewhere around the Cruising with Wings DJ booth. That's where I'm going to try to put this. We're leaving, I think, Tuesday the 28th in the afternoon to try to beat the Atlanta traffic as much as possible. I mean, you always have Atlanta traffic, but try to get up there and get in there Wednesday, get registered if possible, and get this in a spot. That's kind of the idea. So that's where we're at here. This car is ready, other than polishing it out, cleaning it, and putting gas in it. She's ready. So very happy there. But we got to get this Apache rolling. So stay tuned, guys. There's Big Ron. I'm going to get to it. See you in a minute. Okay boys, here's where we're at. Doors are off. Was able to take the shop back out deep in these pockets here, the hinge pockets. Get all that out up under the dash. So we're looking pretty good so far. So now I need to run over this with the Bauer surface conditioning tool and try to knock some of this down so that we can start metal conditioning. And my goal right now is primarily to prime the cab. I'm not so much worried about the doors just yet, as there's just a lot of work left to do on them. But for now, this is all pretty much ready. There's still work. I mean, there's still a patch that has to go here, and I got a hole up here, you know, some stuff, but nothing we can't just grind off and go work. So, not worried about it, but we do need to get this protected. So, that's where we're at. Anyways, guys, just wanted to show you this one more time before it starts really changing here. It's going to start looking a little different. So, stay tuned. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, wanted to show you this for a second. So, we're just testing out a spot here where this gas door used to be, a gas filler cap. We're using vinegar and water, doing some metal conditioning. This is what we used on the 40 Ford and on the thing and whatnot. We also use the Eastwood Fast Etch, but it's an acid. It's pretty hardcore. We're seeing how this does first. Just kind of go from there. But we're going to be focusing on the inside of the cab, but he wanted to try this area. And if you remember from the beginning of this video, I said this will probably get all metal. It's probably going to get all metal. So just trying to get our bearings straight, but that's kind of what we're doing. We got vinegar and water in a certain configuration. I'll find out what that is with Ron, and I'll tell you. In a spray bottle here, you just spray it on, and you take a Scotch-Brite pad here, and you just work it in. And then it'll turn like this, and then you take water and rinse it off. And then, you know, now the downside of that is you're putting water onto your panels, so you kind of have to move, right? You're in a position where you kind of gotta, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to get some primer on it sooner than later. So that's what we're doing. Just want to show you guys this real quick. You know, sometimes it takes us a minute because we don't just do body work every day. We do all kinds of stuff every day. And getting our hand back in it sometimes takes a second just to get a plan. And that's what this morning was. Me and Ron sitting here just scheming, how do we want to do this, right? And yeah, so anyways, guys, we'll be back in a minute and I'll bring all this to you. Look for some shorts tonight or today. You'll probably already see them of us doing this stuff. So I'll have a lot of that on the YouTube shorts and on TikTok. Stay tuned.
I'm getting it. It's so pretty. Maybe we should paint it gold.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
A bad one, but I might be.
This is what happens, guys, when you do vinegar and water. It turns this color, and then you wipe it off. Then you spray it with water, neutralize it. Just thought I'd show you.
Then you dilute it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 3 parts water to 1 part vinegar.
Okay. So the vinegar water is 3 parts vinegar, 1 part water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double check it, but I think it's
Something like that.
Yeah. You can't really fuck it up.
There you go. We'll be back, boys.
Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so me and Ron have been working on the inside here. You can see the kind of rusty look, brownish. That's the vinegar and water where we metal conditioned. Pretty much all of this, the dash, the roof, this whole back, actually all of the inside. Up in here, down through here. This one we also did here, down to here. He started working on this across here, and getting that done down in here. So just a whole lot of metal conditioning going on right now. We do have to take a break And it might be the end of the night. I'm not really sure. We have to run my Aunt Peggy to the airport down in Tampa. And it's almost 3 o'clock, so by the time we get back, it'll be like 5. It's probably the end of it. But tomorrow, we're going to be back on this. And we should be spreading all metal tomorrow and starting body work on the inside in here. And me and Ron have had some time to sit here and look at this area here on how to fix that. We got a pretty good idea here. This one here, we'll have to figure out, but I know it's probably not going to focus, but this is pretty crap across here. But the actual, it's not terrible here. It's just where it goes up and over. So we'll figure that out. Maybe our metal fab place can make a piece or something. We can make it all work. But anyways, that's where we're at right now, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. We're just, again, you know, trying to get this thing done. As you guys saw earlier, just to kind of recap, we took the doors off and just started going to war on this thing. Metal conditioning. We kind of got ourselves a game plan, and now we're actually starting to execute it. So none of this is fast. It's all slow. It is what it is. But I think you guys are going to like the end result. And, you know, the more I think about what I want to do with this truck, I think turquoise and white is what's going to happen here. And kind of a creamy white on the roof. And probably down through here. And the rest of it turquoise with chrome headlight rings, chrome grille, chrome bumpers, all that kind of jazz. So should look pretty good with a really nice set of wheels and all the things. Will make it look really good. So paint the frame turquoise, all the suspension turquoise, and kind of dial it all in. Maybe some of it will be white. I don't know. We'll figure it out and make it look good. But that's what I'm thinking. So hope you guys like that. Tomorrow we should for sure be spreading all metal, and there's a small chance we might like prime the dash because it's ready to just get this to where it's not rusting and just get that primed, mix up a little bit and shoot it. But the areas like here and here and here, you know, that's gonna take some precedence. We got some work we got to do here. We got some stuff to do here, you know, so on and so forth. There's a lot of work to do. So stay tuned for all that, guys. Hope we're having a great night. If you would, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you. And we are neck deep in this at this point. And should be seeing this thing with some body work and primer happening here literally in the next day or two. So stay tuned for that. And if you're watching this, check out our website if you guys are interested in some merch or just want to read about our story and who we are and some of the projects we've done in the past. Check our website out at brownsridingcustom.com. I think you guys will like it. And yeah, we're going to get ready and head out. But thanks for watching. We'll see you in the morning.